everyone, today I thought I would film another study with me video because when I made one of these a couple of months ago you guys seemed to really enjoy it, so I thought I would do another one, especially since it's kind of coming up to exam season and my mocks start in about 4 weeks, so obviously my kind of revising and studying has been getting a bit more intense than usual. So I thought I'd just kind of talk you through how I've studied. This is like a kind of average school night, and so I started with my biology work, and here I was just making notes, and the way I make notes is I basically copy things out of the textbook because the textbook that I have is issued from the exam board that I have, so I know that anything I need to learn is in that book, so that's the main place where I get all of my information from. Or if I'm struggling a bit, I can always go to YouTube to watch a video or just to Google something. So the way I lay out my notes is pretty simple. I just do a really clear title, kind of highlight subtitles, and then underline in pink pen any keywords and points. And yeah, it's a pretty simple way, and you'll probably notice throughout the video that I kind of do this kind of method for all of my notes, and it just works well for me, and that's kind of why all of my notes end up looking the same. So here I'm just drawing out some diagrams to help me understand a concept and then colouring it in, and then I managed to kind of tip everything over my work, you know, as you do. But yeah, I find that kind of having diagrams and colouring them in helps me to kind of understand a point, especially if it's more complex. And another thing I do is I have a kind of table full of all of the content that I need to cover in the first year, and I kind of highlight everything which I've covered for my mocks, and then I put all of the notes I've made into a single folder, because then I know when it comes to exams, and also next year when I have my real exams, I know I'll have all of the notes that I need and they're going to be in all the right order, and I have all of the kind of key points that I need as well. So that's the kind of method that I've been using, and which I use for all of my subjects really, because it just makes sure that I have every note that I need. And moving on to sociology, I started revising families and household because this is one of the first topics which we'll have an exam on. So we got given these kind of big booklets of work, so I kind of highlighted the key points which I thought I would need to remember, and then started writing them out. As you can see, there's a pretty clear theme here between all of my subjects, so I was just doing a title, subtitle, and then writing out all of my key points and bullet pointing them or using little arrows and things like that. And at this point I was getting pretty bored of just sitting and listening to music, so I turned to my trusty friend Netflix, and I've recently been obsessed with Gilmore Girls, and I find that if I'm just kind of writing out notes, having something in the background kind of helps me to work for longer because I don't get too bored really. So yeah, I do watch Netflix sometimes when I'm doing my notes and stuff, so yeah, that was what I was doing here. And I then moved on to my philosophy and ethics work. So I focused on Buddhism tonight because I was just focusing on Buddhism because I kind of have Buddhism and ethics. So here I was just going through my Buddhism book, underlining key points in pencil, and then I got some flashcards and wrote out those points. And if you're wondering where these flashcards are from, they're from Wilko's, and they're super cheap, and I think they're nice because they're really colourful. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I did tonight, or what day is it? Oh my god. Or Wednesday night was the night I'm filming this, but obviously you're watching this on a Saturday. But yeah, it worked out at about 2.5 to 3 hours of work, so it wasn't really a too heavy night of work really. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, you can like and subscribe if you did, and also let me know if you would like to see more of these kinds of videos in the future. Also, if you would like kind of specific videos about certain subjects as well, because I would be happy to do those. But that is everything, so I will see you guys very soon with another video.